Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Where are you in this big, beautiful world? I want to know. Hit me in the comments. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up and sharing this sacred space with me. Sacred Sunday, entering into a sacred week. Ooh, some energy, right? But that's the way we like it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Humans having a human experience, riding the waves, going up and down. All right, beloveds. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ingrid Turner. I am the founder of the Bhava Spiritual Mission. And if you're unfamiliar with the Bhava Spiritual Mission, we are a digital church. We are here to spread the message of spirit and, most importantly, help you connect directly with the infinite, to help you build those skills so that you can tune into God consciousness and receive guidance, direction, and truth in your own life, in your own way. And that's what our ministry is all about. So this is the school run through the Bhava Spiritual Mission. I'm the head minister there, so I kind of lead the charge on that and have some amazing helpers to facilitate some incredible classes and healing and, all kinds of good stuff. So that's what we're all about. And we show up here most every Sunday to share a message from Divine Spirit, to help you, an evergreen message. Okay, so these messages are less about the week ahead and more about, this is a message from Spirit, this is a spiritual truth. Now, let me know if you can hear me okay. I got like one ear in because it's more comfortable, but if you're having a hard time hearing me, please let me know. So anyway, we're all human. We're all receiving Divine Spirit through the lens of our perspective. So none of us are omniscient, if only. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm glad I'm not omniscient. I don't want to know all the things, or would the fun be in that? But I'm here to deliver a message from Spirit as I receive it, as it comes through me. And I want to encourage you to chime in, to share your experience of this message, to share if you get anything, like any downloads or an expansion on that message. We want to hear about it. Your comments here matter. So leave your comment on the video. I'll bring as many up on screen as I can to talk about it. I may not get through all of them, or you may be leaving a comment on the recorded version after we go live, and that's okay. Just, it matters. It matters. What you have to say matters. There's somebody there who's going to hook in with that, because we're all here sort of giving the same message from Spirit. We're all here to deliver Divine Spirit's message and Divine Spirit's love, but we all do it a little differently, because there are 8 billion people on the planet, and not everybody's going to resonate with the way it comes through me. They may resonate with the way it comes through you. And it's important. It matters, because when we impact one person with God's love, we impact thousands. It ripples out to thousands. So don't doubt yourself for a second. Leave it. Okay. Leave the comment. Let us know what you're feeling. Good morning, Sarah. Thank you for jumping on here. So I have a little confession for all of you. So I've been doing these broadcasts really consistently for, I don't know, maybe a year, a little over a year, showing up on Sundays, just kind of doing it. And lately I've been feeling a little bit of dissatisfaction with the broadcast, just the way that maybe I've been presenting them, or not feeling like they're getting as much traction as I feel like they should or could get. And it's just been kind of niggling at me, and I've been feeling some contracted energy around it. So last weekend on Sunday, I had a little ego fit, and I was like, well, I'm just not doing it. I'm going out of town, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do, because nobody cares. Nobody cares if I go live. So I figure out something else. I felt like I needed a different container. I needed to shift it, and I didn't know how I was going to do that. And then I get a message from beautiful Sarah. She goes, hi, are you doing your broadcast today? Like, it matters to me. And I was like, oh. So that whole story I had of doesn't matter, nobody cares, totally got flushed down the toilet. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm always grateful for those experiences. And then I had another person later in the week go, are you doing your broadcast? I really like those and need those. I was like, oh, okay. So we're going to show up, and Ingrid is recommitted to the Bhava Sunday broadcast. It's important to bring through these messages from Spirit. What I need from you, from my human experience, is to let me know. Let me know it matters. Let me know it's reaching you. Let me know that it's an impact. This could be a like, a love, a comment, sharing it out, a private message, anything it is. It matters to my human experience to know that this matters to you. It helps keep me motivated and keep me going strong and keep me tuning in every Sunday to deliver these to you. Jessica, hi, sweetie. I enjoy these. Excellent. Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. Just give me a little bite, for my little human experience. My God self is like, doesn't matter. But the Ingrid ego version of me is like, I just need to know that this counts. So thank you very much. It makes me really happy to show up and do this and create this container. All right. So Melissa, hi, sweetie, jumping on from YouTube. Nice to see you. You missed it too. Okay, good. So thank you all very much. I'm glad that through you, Spirit has come and slammed down my little thing, So that being said, let's go ahead and ground in together. And then we'll sort of continue on and see what Spirit has for us. Okay, so with me, just go ahead and close your eyes and let's take a few deep breaths together. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel your energy pool in your root chakra. And maybe you'll feel warm or tingly, or you'll just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pool again in the root chakra. And exhale into your root chakra. All right, I would like to open us up with a prayer, and I also want to invite you to join in on the prayer to put yourself or loved ones or situations into the pot, so to speak. Prayer is really powerful in this new paradigm. It's more powerful than it's ever been. And I was raised a solid pagan, so prayer was never a part of my spiritual experience growing up. And so it's something I forget about a lot. But what reminded me today is my grandma is not doing so well. I got a message from my mom earlier saying, my grandma's 94 years old. The women in my family are freaking robust. I tell you, they just keep going. And my grandma has just kept going. But I guess she's not doing well. She's not able to eat or take her medication. She's not really able to talk. She's really fading. So I got a message from my mom and it kind of made me feel, grandma, grandma may be going. But I'm just really feeling for my mom and her siblings. My grandma has 6 kids. So I wanted to put them into the pot for prayer today. And I'd like to invite you to leave a comment to put yourself, loved ones, a name, a situation, or if you don't want to say what it is publicly, just leave a heart or some kind of something that means something to you. And let's just also like put this energy, put these beautiful humans, experiences and situations, put everything into the pot, into the prayer pot. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it prayer pot, the virtual prayer pot. And let's all just take a breath and focus on creating that energetic container to move into with prayer. Putting my grandmother and, of course, my grandmother's children, my grandchildren, great-grandchildren into the pot as she moves through this last piece. And please put in whoever, whatever feels appropriate to you, yourself or others. God within, source around us, Holy Spirit, God consciousness, all that is, divine love. Thank you for your presence, for your connection today, for moving through these physical vessels, sending your divine love, divine healing, divine compassion, and divine guidance out to all who need it today. We direct this energy of prayer and love and compassion, particularly to those in need, who we know are in need, for ourselves, for those we love, for difficult situations, for the unknown. Thank you, God, for ushering us and the ones we love through difficult times, through life's challenges, through great transformation, ushering us all into our next highest expression through this divine human experience. Thank you. Now I'm just going to take this prayer pot, toss it to God. Give it to God. When in doubt, give it to God. Just handle that. I've said that before. I was so stressed out and maxed out and freaking out. And I just go, handle that. And I did. I felt better. Huge weight off. There is so much that we take on as humans that we don't need to take on and like really can't do anything about. We don't have that kind of power. We are here for experience, divine experience. So, all right. And if you're catching the replay, you can leave a prayer comment as well. Know that spirit is not tied to anything like time or space. Spirit is everywhere, always, allwhere. And so who you put into the prayer pot is going to receive that energy as they need to receive it. I don't care if it's, 2 hours or 2 months down the line. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So thank you all so much for jumping on and giving me some love and saying, no, we're here. Like, it really makes a huge difference to me. So thank you so much. So let me dive into, by the way, Melissa, Jessica, you both commented heart and aho at 1111. Powerful juju. Okay. Powerful juju. We love our numbers, right? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. So, what came to me today from Spirit, this sort of conversational message, was talking about enlightenment and spiritual awakening. And spiritual awakening, you know what? It's a freaking trap. Spiritual awakening and enlightenment, these concepts are a trap. I'm not saying they're not real. I'm saying they're a trap. Okay, let me explain. A spiritual awakening is not the same thing as enlightenment. And we don't really know what enlightenment is, most of us. We think of enlightenment as a destination, something we're moving towards, right? Something we're going to attain. And when we attain enlightenment, we have arrived. But it's not true. Enlightenment is a lifestyle that you commit to putting into practice based on your spiritual awakening. Who feels like they've had a spiritual awakening before? Has that happened for you? Where you just crack open and you get it, and it's love and it's spirit and everything makes sense, and you finally get how powerful you are? A lot of times this will happen through suffering, okay, through pain. Pain is an incredible portal to awakening. It's not the only portal. It's one humans often choose, because humans are a little bit lazy. And when we get comfortable and content, it takes like freaking hot iron to move us forward, to propel us into the next version of ourselves. It's just how we are. Most people don't go seeking that kind of awakening. Some do. But when you're seeking it, it's not when you're likely to get it, because It's just that elusive. It creates this sort of resistance. It usually comes really spontaneously. My awakening experience, I had a really intense spiritual awakening that popped me out of my socks for like a year. I was completely ungrounded. I had been in recovery from alcoholism for a year before I was able to pop open to spirit. And then it was during a shamanic journey, and somebody did some energy healing on me, and I was just ready. It was just ready. I was just ready to happen. It went boom, like tectonic plates. And I busted open, and spirit came into my body. It was like came into my crown. I could feel it. I could see the white light coming in. It just wham, and just blasted me open. The result of which was a good year where I was not very functional. So if you work with me in any capacity, you see that I ground all the time. I ground before each of these sessions, because you don't have to awaken to the point where you bust out of your body and you're not functional. You don't have to do that. And I feel like I had that experience so that I could find my way back into my body. It took me a very long time to find out how to ground again. And now, people say to me all the time, they say, "You're so grounded." And when people say that, to this day, I still go, "Who the hell are you talking to?" But I'm very grounded because I really had to work at it. Well, that was my spiritual awakening. It was my spiritual experience. And Jessica, you said, yes, you've had a spiritual awakening. Okay, so you know this. And so when you have this spiritual awakening, and you can have major ones and you can have smaller ones. And, it happens quite a lot throughout our lifetime, especially those of us who are committed to living in partnership with spirit, to bringing that in. So when I had my spiritual awakening, I knew it. I knew everything. I knew I was God. I knew that everyone was God, that it was all love, that nothing could be wrong in creation. It was so clear to me. But then what happened? And this is what happens with every spiritual awakening. And I really think it's important. It feels like Spirit is saying it's important for us to understand this. We awaken. We touch our God selves. We touch the divine. We touch the infinite. Oh, it's amazing. I'd go back there in a heartbeat. But then what happens to every single one of us is we settle back down into our human experience. Okay. And then we are human again. And it's not that and then our job is to recall what we knew in that moment of awakening, and apply it to our lives, to live a lifestyle of enlightenment, being aware that we're back in our humanity. And what happens so often during this spiritual awakening is just because we remember, we think we know. But remembering the truth is not the same as knowing the truth, which is what happens when you crack open. Then you know. And then you come back into the human experience, and then you remember. But that remembering is important. That remembering means you can put into practice what you knew, and gradually, bit by bit, forge your life in partnership with spirit, so that you spend more time connected to spirit, coming back home to yourself, to unconditional love. But being human, you're just not going to stay there. And that's okay. There's no such thing as enlightenment, the destination. When you get to the point where you're enlightened, you're out of a body. Boom, you're gone. Get out of here. You don't belong here. It's death. It's death. So what we need to be super aware of, so aware of, when we've had these spiritual awakenings and we're living this enlightenment lifestyle, is when we remember, we think we know. And then we start looking at our environment through this lens of, I know. Okay, what does that lead to? That leads to judgment of other, judgment of ourselves for not being perfectly aligned with God, with spirit. But spirit is only love. Spirit is only great compassion for all that is, for all experiences. And spirit's love does not have an agenda. It just is. Spirit does not love so that you become better. Spirit does not love so you start behaving. Spirit just loves. There are no consequences from divine spirit, because we create our own consequences, natural consequences from our choices and actions and experiences. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is simply experience. The concept of punishment is a very human thing, and it's not wrong. It's just not God. I'm going to say that again. It's not necessarily wrong in our human experience to enforce some consequences, some rules, and what have you, but that is not God. That is not how God does it. God, divine spirit, just loves. And we get this when we're awakened, because we touch infinity. But when we come back down, what do? We get into our little ego pathways, and we start judging and criticizing and getting dogmatic and going, my way's better. And then we experience separation. And that is like the opposite of Holy Spirit. We are here as humans for the experience of separation. And then I just want to say this again. None of that is wrong. None of that is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying bring awareness to it, and then you choose. And then you have the power of choice. So it can be hard. It can be challenging to see ourselves, like when we get into spiritual ego. And the ego's not a bad thing either. I know I keep saying it's not wrong, but here it is. It's not wrong, but here it is. It's just understanding. It's just discerning. But when we get into spiritual ego, what are some of the things that we can, like some of the ways we can catch ourselves? And like there's some key words, maybe some buzzwords that I came up with. And I want you to feel free to jump in here and tell me what you feel about this. Tell me how this message is landing for you. Because I want to bring you on. I want to expand on it. This is big, and it's like, but Spirit is really trying to get through, like, here's the facts, ma'am. There's spiritual connection, awakening, enlightenment, and there's spiritual ego, but it's not wrong. The Spirit just keeps hammering into this. You are not wrong. You are not bad. You have choice. Whenever you want to hook into God's love, you can. And the way to do that is through self-love. It's through self-love. Every judgment of another begins because of judgment of ourselves. How do we come back into self-love? How do we know when we're out of alignment with divine spirit, with spirit's love, with self-love? For me, I get words coming into my head like should. You should do this, or I should do that. Judgment starts coming up. I start to notice how other people's spiritual egos are expressing themselves. And when I notice that, guess who's in it? Guess who's in it? And again, Spirit says, it's not bad. It's just noticing. Because once you see it, game over. Once you see it, game over. So tell me what you think. What's this bringing up for you? How's this feeling for you? How's this resonating for you? What are some ways that you're sort of feeling that you can notice when you're not living the practice of enlightenment? I like that. I like that better than lifestyle. Enlightenment is a practice. Spiritual awakening is a spontaneous event, and it's a very real thing, but it's also a trap because, again, when we come back to our human experience, we remember, we think we still know, but we don't. We have to put that remembering into practice, and then we start to make it real again, and we start to bring it into our practical reality. Spiritual awakening, enlightenment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. All right. Well, I think you guys are just out there stunned into silence. Like, whoa, what a blow. I hope this is helpful for you and this takes you into the week ahead. And this is something that you continue to reflect on and cogitate on and feel into. Allow the message of divine spirit to not only hit your brain, but to really sink into your whole body, to sink into your whole being. And I really appreciate you showing up and being a part of this broadcast. If you want to learn more about us, you can visit our website, bhavamission.org. And babes, we have a brand new website. Ian Tran and Heather Foster, two of our Bhava leaders, got together. Heather is an incredible marketer, and she's been kicking butt for Bhava and for me and my stuff as well. And Ian just led the charge and created this new website. If you visited the old website, definitely go visit the new website. It's brand new, so there might be some kinks that we're working out, but do go check it out and give us your feedback because, we are so happy. We are so proud of it. We're going to continue to make it amazing. bhavamission.org. And then if this message resonates with you and you feel drawn to build your life in partnership with spirit and take your spiritual gifts out into the world, We do have openings in our Bhava ministry. We're interviewing people now. So go ahead and send me a message. My email address is down. But send this page a Facebook message, and then I will get back to you, and I'll schedule a time to chat and talk to you more about the Bhava ministry, this community that we have, which is all about living in partnership with Spirit, helping you connect with the divine and take your gifts out there into the world. And it's a healing container. It's an incredible, I've never experienced anything like it. It is a container of unconditional love, or at least as close as we can get in this human experience, in this human body. And it is my pride and my joy and my love, this Bhava ministry. So if you're interested in exploring that with me, please send this page a message so that we can talk further. Okay. All right. Without further ado, I will be here next week. Oh, I hope you are too. If you have found this message helpful, please share it out with the people who you think would benefit from it. And also, like, comment, share, help us build this up a little bit. And, we're here. So reach out. We love you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have an amazing rest of your day. Have an amazing week. I'll see you next time. Mwah.